welcome back to the surveillance room. For those of you that this is your first time and you're new here, I am so glad you found this video, but I want to make sure you do not miss future videos. So you should probably go ahead and like this video, subscribe with post notifications turned on so you don't miss future videos. Okay, now that we got all of that out of the way, I'm Watchtower and welcome to my channel. I always like to leave you guys with a little positive message or just some inspiring word. This is what I have for you today. Remember, you can't make everyone happy. After all, you're not pizza, right? Today is going to be a different type of video, okay? We're not doing gaming, we're not doing Lego builds, we're going to do a reaction video. Yes, you heard me correctly, reaction video. Now that can range from all different types of reactions, but for today, we're going to be reacting to different laws around the world. Now, if you guys have ideas for reaction videos that you want to see me do in the future, please put those down in the comments below. But for today, reacting to different laws around the world. Some may sound crazy, some may not so much, but I'll leave the opinion up to you guys. And now it's the point in the video where you guys gotta go watch for yourself and let me know what you guys think of these crazy laws. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, but it is that time. So please go watch the video. Guys, we're gonna get into today's video, weird laws around the world that you didn't know of. So let's go and start with number 1. As you can see on the screen, it says, it is illegal to chew gum in Singapore. What? Can't chew gum in Singapore? Let's figure out why. Sometimes we all suffer when fools break the rules. After vandals used chewing gum to mess with the mass rapid transit system, and the Housing and Development Board spent $150,000 a year to clean gum litter. Singapore banned all gum substances in 1992. Anyone importing, selling, or making gum in Singapore can be fined and or jail time, with the exception of nicotine and dental gums offering therapeutic value. Don't get caught blowing bubbles in the streets. That is crazy to me. As you guys know, I chew gum every single day. I could not imagine not chewing gum. So remind me to not move to Singapore. All right, here's the next one. As you see on the screen, Canadian radio stations must play Canadian artists. I wonder why this got started or how this even came about. Let's find out. Canadians are a patriotic bunch, so much so that all Canadian radio stations are required by law to play Canadian artists on their airwaves at least 35% of the time, especially during the hours of 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. This means in an hour of radio during a work week, you'll never hear more than 20 minutes of artists such as Nickelback, Alanis Morissette, Celine Dion, Michael Bublé, or Justin Bieber, all whom are proud, which I'm assuming that is referring to a Canadian. That is crazy to me. But at the same time, is that really shocking? They just want to be proud of artists that are from their country. So I don't think that one is as shocking as not being able to chew gum. Let's see what the next one says. All right, here's the next one. It is illegal to run out of gas on the German Autobahn. Is that really that crazy of a thought? Because if memory serves me correctly, the Autobahn doesn't have a speed limit. So why wouldn't it be illegal to run out? There's so many risks that come with that. Getting hit or causing an accident. Let's figure out why this is a law. Okay, this is what it says about it. Notorious for having dynamic speed limits that give drivers a chance to travel more than 100 miles per hour. Seems crazy, I know. Car enthusiasts and speed demons love trips along the German Autobahn, but if you run out of gas, you could face a big fine. And don't even think of walking to a gas station. You'll get another fine for that. Why? German believes you have the power to keep your car properly gassed up. So if you run out of gas, it's your own fault. Walking on the highway is unsafe, as if having your vehicle stalled on the side of the road. Keep your eyes out on the gas gauge and fill it up when you get low. All right, listen, I don't feel like that one's that crazy or a wild law that exists. Of course you don't want to run out of gas. And you know, they're right. You can look at your own gas gauge knowing you're going to run out of gas. So there should be no reason, if you're going to get on a highway that doesn't have a speed limit, to run out of gas. Not that crazy of an idea. All right, and here we go with lucky number 4. It's illegal to hike without clothes in Switzerland. I'm trying to form a thought here, but before I form my thought, let's just see why they say why this is illegal. After Swiss and German travelers decided to make naked hiking a thing in Switzerland a decade ago, I know, mind-blowing, Swiss officials reminded folks that a public indecency law still exists and you can be fined if caught in the woods in the buff, which I'm assuming means naked. In 2011, a Swiss man was fined more than $100 for a bare-bottom walk. Again, let me just give my 2 thoughts here, my 2 cents. Why do you want to walk naked in public? Why? Now, that's one thing, walking naked in public, but why do you want to go hiking when there's animals, pests, trees, not knowing what is out there? And then your feet, that's the strange thing to me, like, not that being naked is not an issue, but your feet. Why do you want to go hiking with no shoes? Do you imagine how roughed up and tore the bottom of your feet are going to get? Again, this is another one that I don't think is that bizarre to be a law. Here we are with the next one. It's illegal to feed pigeons in Venice, Italy. I can't say that I would ever do this, but let's figure out why they say why. All right, this is what they had to say. With thousands of pigeons descending upon St. Mark's Square in Venice, lured by tourists readily handing out food in exchange for Instagram-worthy photos, Venice lawmakers officially made it illegal to feed the pesky fowl in 2008. It is said that the cleanup from the birds cost each citizen whatever amount of money that is per year. Not sure what their currency is. So now the tables are turned. If you're caught feeding the pigeons, you could face up to fines up to, again, whatever amount of currency that is. Better to get the picture-perfect shot of Venice's beautiful bridges instead. You know, people are always going to break the law as to why we have these and people are still sitting in jail for it. But if you know feeding a pigeon is illegal and it looks like it's going to cost you pretty hefty, we do it. Is it really worth feeding a pigeon? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. Would you think it would be worth feeding a pigeon for whatever amount of money this would be? Alright, here we are with the next one, and I'm not sure what I think of this, but as you see on the screen, men must wear Speedos on French beaches. I don't know about you guys. That's not something I want to see, but I'm curious as to why they made this a law. Let's find out. Alright, here's what they had to say. Do you think the French just really like their Speedos? Actually, it's French law that men do not wear loose-fitting swim trunks on beaches, swimming pools, or in other public places where a swimsuit, if I could read, is required attire. The law wasn't for safety, but rather the men wouldn't dare walk around town in a Speedo. So if he wears a Speedo in the water, it surely would be cleaner than something he may have been wearing all day long. This need is to avoid clothing that could have been worn throughout the day, also extended to t-shirts. I'm not sure what I think of this. So they're saying that they want men to wear Speedos because they're more likely to be cleaner and not worn all day, like shorts and a t-shirt. I mean, why not just be a requirement that you can't wear the same shorts and t-shirt to swim in as that you wear all day long? So instead, they would rather just see people in a Speedo? I feel like there could have been better use of that law or be more clear or something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think of that one either. Well, as you guys can see on the screen, I don't really think this one needs any explaining, but apparently it is illegal to ride a cow while drunk in Scotland. I don't even think that one needs any self-explaining. 1, why would you ride a cow? And 2, why would you do it while being drunk? But nevertheless, let's figure out what they say. Okay, this is what they had to say. Before you get any crazy ideas or have too much Scottish whiskey, you should know you could get a ticket for drunk cow riding. Technically, the full 1872 law mandates people not be drunk when in charge of a cow, horse, carriage, or steam engine. In case you are wondering, the same law states you cannot have a loaded firearm on you while drunk. We have to admit that was a pretty good rule. Yep, I would agree. Can't be drunk and operate a firearm. Fully agreed that should be a law in every single part of the world. But why? I'm having a hard time understanding why would you want to ride a cow regardless? And 2, if you're drunk, I guess that's when people tend to make stupid decisions. Not everyone. People just tend to. So obviously all of these laws that we are going over in this video, people had to have done them at some point as to why they are a law. But riding a cow while drunk, I'm curious as to who did that, how they explain that, or how they explain what made them have the urge to do that. Alright guys, this is going to be the last one for today's video. It is illegal to be shirtless in Barcelona. I wonder what their reasoning is behind it. Shall see. In effort to keep the streets of Barcelona free of beachgoers in bikinis, men going shirtless, lawmakers in the Spanish town on the Mediterranean banned anyone from being topless or in a swimsuit in public anywhere but the beach or a pool. Passed in 2011, fines for walking around half naked could cost you up to whatever currency that is, because I don't want to misquote it. No shirt, no shoes, no service. I don't think this is that crazy of a law. They're just trying to say they don't want people half naked going around. But instead of saying you can't be shirtless, I would think they just saying you can't wear any swim attire other than a beach or a pool. But they're the ones that make the law. Alright guys, that is the end for today's video. But I want to know from you guys, do you guys want to see a part 2? Down in the comments below, type part 2 and I'll know that you guys want to see a part 2. But while that is the end of the video, I have one final message for you guys. We have 1,440 minutes in a day to make a positive change. What will you guys do? Alright, I'll see you guys next time.